sweet. Don't kill me.
Hilarious.
Listen, let's just get to the top of this battle, man. Let me just say it over. So let me start a different angle with you. I want to say thank you to Young Hollow, right? Because a lot of us were saying this, that we wonder how the battle was going to turn out, right?
Yeah.
I thought this Hollow gave me ill will vibes. I'm not talking about win and loss. I'm talking about consistency for all 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was this one of the best Hollows you've seen in a while, you felt?
Yeah, I don't think it was as good as the Ill Will Hollow, which I think Ill Will Hollow was, to me, probably the best Hollow as of late. I thought it was a better Hollow than we got versus Av, and definitely a better Hollow than we got versus like Thesaurus and Quill. But I thought it was just a really good Hollow, man. Like I said, vintage pockets, vintage Hollow, versatility, just the jokes, the when he wanted to rap, just the uniqueness and unorthodox nature of his style, man. I thought he was effective at times.
Now, you were telling me a second ago, right? And I want the viewers to hear how you guys deal with this. You're at a venue for hours, right? Dog, even though you're main event, though, is it almost like, damn, does it cost to be this good to be main event and this shit? When I gotta sit right here and chill for hours and shit?
Yeah, no, it's a gift and a curse, you know what I mean? Like you're tired. You don't want to be a prima donna and like not show up to the venue till, an hour before you go on, right? But at the same time, like, you're exhausted, man. I mean, yesterday, normally I would fly out, right? Yesterday I drove out 7 hours, got to the hotel, tried to get some sleep, went through my rounds, got to bed at like 2 in the morning, wake up and I got a text that says be there at noon, and you're just like, oh man, you're trying to figure life out. And then next thing you know, it's 8 p.m. You've drank 2 Red Bulls and you're like, hey, you want to be the main event? Go show them why you're the main event, go carry this, heavy as the head. You want to be a main event person? All right, let's see if you can do it. And I just pride myself, like I was saying earlier, on being able to, I could be the anchor, I could be the first leg, I could be the second, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm one of them ones.
What does this mean for you, bro? Because, you've done, bro, one thing about you, man, I've always said about you, I think you and Easy the block captain, and I always say this, I feel like you're one of the few guys that really controlled his career and did what he wanted to do. You know what I mean? And a battle tonight, what does this do for you, bro? Because a lot of people got you in the battle. People are saying this is one of the best battles this year. They're having that conversation already.
First off, don't put me in the same conversation with him. I controlled the career that I made. All right. He decided to take control of his career at a certain time and has done what he wants since. So, don't put me in that. And I seen his comment saying A.Ward wrote a minute or something like that more each round. And no, I actually didn't even write to the time limits because I knew I was going to rebuttal. So I wrote 3-minute rounds. It's 3 minutes with a 3:30 grace. Every one of my rounds, the longest round I wrote was 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So if the rebuttals went over 30 seconds, whatever, each round, cool, I'll take that. But I did not write long rounds. So I want to address that because I saw it on Twitter.
Easy tweeted that? I didn't see that. He put that out there?
He responded to one of your tweets, and and he was just like, yeah, I got it 1-to-1. However, it seems A.Ward's rapping a minute longer every round, I just think it's so funny, man. Don't nobody ever want to talk about a minute longer every round when it's against me. Don't nobody want to talk about a minute when it's them rapping, but for some reason now I saw that, but it looked like A.Ward's rapping. Man, get out of here with that.
You think he wants smoke? You think he wants smoke on the low? You think
No, he just wants to talk. He just wants to talk. Like I said, he just wants to talk, which is cool. I respect it. I appreciate him watching. You know what I mean? He don't even have to tweet about me and rate it or nothing like that. He's doing his thing. He's got what he's got going on. But yeah,
it's the main event. They all watching. A.Ward, come on! All those cats are watching you in Hollow.
Nah, he was very he complimented me on the Thesaurus battle. You know what I mean? Like he tweeted. He was like, yo, A.Ward can get crazy when he's not battling every week, which is crazy because I battled the week before the Thesaurus. But yeah, and shouts to Easy. But I did want to say that because, me and time limits, like I've had discussions and interviews about that. I wrote 3-minute rounds. Me and Hollow talked a month before the battle. We said 3 minutes, 3:30 grace. I told him, I said, I'm gonna write 3-minute and 15-second rounds and leave room for rebuttals. I actually wrote 3-minute rounds. One round I wrote, I think it was like 3:08. Like I recorded it a bunch of times, 3:08. But other than that, like, I pretty much stayed right around 3 minutes.
Fake on the block like a king's shoulder? Yo,
that whole run, man, every one.
Yo, when you said that Twitter, the dudes on Twitter was like, "Yo, dog, what the fuck?" That shit.
It's like what did I do against Verb when I was like in front of the goat, chasing a dream in front of the goat. Oh, what was the oh my god, I'm blanking because I'm so delusional.
Oh man. Oh, did we lose Ward? Oh, okay. Yeah, Ward. Yeah, but
yeah, you good.
Huh?
I'm good. As long as you're good, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, you good. What's the conversation you and Hollow had after the battle?
It really wasn't a conversation. I told him, I said, I thought you was gonna post the video this week. And he's like, what? And I'm like, he took a video of me after the That Way instance, right? Remember like the angle he used about us in Cali? He took a video of me years ago. And it was after that instance where he was like, you know, it was a funny situation or whatever. And he's like, yo, this dude, A.Ward, boom, boom, boom. And we laughed about it. And he's like, if I ever battle you, this was years ago. If I ever battle you, like, I'm going to make sure I bring that up. So, you know, here we are about 5 years later, maybe 6, shoot. Yeah, 6 or 7 years later. I anticipated that angle, but I thought he was going to drop the video he had, but it was like on an old phone. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have it no more. So I just shake his hand. I was like, yo, bro, I thought you was going to drop the video. He was like, man, it was on the old phone. Da, 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 da. I just told him I appreciate it. But, you know, it really wasn't a long conversation or anything like that. I mean, just once again, I told him, yeah, man, I appreciate it.
A mutual respect thing, though. I would say.
Yes, I hope so. I mean, I hope so. Like, Hollow, some guys like Hollow is a bit of an introvert, right? And I'm kind of like, I'm ready to talk about the whole, you know, everything, right? So, yes. Like reading that, you know, and just wanting him to know I appreciate it, right. But also not wanting to like be like, hey, you got to talk to me. We got to dap it up and we got to be best friends now. You know what I mean? Like, the battle happened and I appreciate it thoroughly, you know? And I have a high amount of respect for him.
Hollow don't like multiple choices or math problems?
You like that?
Yeah, dog. You was I like the clean out the attic with the man upstairs. That was crazy, dog. And I like the. Let me ask you: do you think John Doe is gonna throw effects on the part?
Got to, right?
You got to, John Doe. At this point, you got to do my boy some faith. Justice is so in there, man. For real, man. What's your before I don't keep you too long? What's your favorite round though for you? Your favorite round?
You know what's crazy is the round that I wrote last was the second round, which I think everybody is gonna probably say is my best round.
General Hospital, talking to Scrubs. Come on, go ahead, though, man. You got it.
I like that. General Hospital, House. House is a doctor show too. I bring the house down, talking to Scrubs. Yeah. My favorite round though is my first, which is probably the debatable one. Like I was like, I'm gonna come out the gate. So check this out. I anticipated the whole That Way angle, right? I knew that was gonna happen. So after he did that, I thought about bringing my third round to the first because my third round is that I'm gonna call the police.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, maybe I bring the third round to the first, you know what I mean? And just because he just talked about the whole, you know, whatever. But I was like, man, I just really love my first, like coming out the gate, just on your head, like Ichabod Crane, Horseman losing his mind. I really loved. And when I sparred my material, everybody told me that color scheme was going to be the best thing to hit, like in the whole battle, you know, and it hit, but it didn't hit as good as some of the other stuff that but it hit really well. So all of that stuff I thought was really, really fire. So my first was my favorite.
The blue room giving pink slips. Now on black ice or some shit. You said that.
Yellow tape from a red dot showing gray matter on black ice. Yeah.
Damn, so that was hard. That was hard. You know what's funny though? Your third round, right? If memory serves me right, you were kind of mocking Hollow, and that's the Puka Luka bar you had, right?
It was crazy.
That shit was hard, bro.
You know what? It was an instance of. The same thing happened. Like, remember when I did the Nitty rebuttal instantly, right? Remember when in the second round when Nitty was doing the haymakers, and then I flipped it immediately, right? So I'm listening to Nitty as he's got this multi going, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's definitely gonna say naysayers, but he never said it. So I immediately rebuttal Nitty while I'm listening to Hollow do this like pooper scooper super duper, right? in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's gonna say Super Troopers or he's gonna say Puka Nuka, but he never said them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you know, so like now I gotta mock you, and now I gotta show you that I could take this multi and freestyle it the way you just wrote it.
I was like, did he just take Hollow style and just throw Puka Nuka?
Puka Nuka was crazy with that rhyme scheme.
It went real well though. That's why you guys are the greatest in the world, because the shit y'all can do on the fly is dudes like yourself that do things on the fly is very dope, man. Very, 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 very dope, man. The Carrots different bar you had, all that shit you had in there, man. I'm a civilian, bro. You did the whole fight. Oh, that was dope, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Battle of the night. Before I let you go, battle of the night. Can I say that?
You know, I wasn't in there for 40 bars and Vixen, and I wasn't in there for some of JC and Showstopper. You know, I just think that when the main event lives up to the hype and it's two at the highest level, like it's hard to compete with that, you know. And so I hope that the crowd is like, yo, that's battle of the night, you know.
I have that as battle. As a person that watched the whole card, I have that as battle of the night. You know what I mean?
Good.
Before I let you go, a couple more questions. The dude that was waving the Black Ice Cartel flag, was he doing that shit all night?
Yeah.
How much he getting paid? Brother, you was doing this the whole night,
dog. He's in great shape, man. I'm like, at one point I was watching the battle and he hit me in the side of the head with the flag. I was just like, well, if you're going to be doing that, well, I got to incorporate you somehow.
Oh, man. How did you like the cage? Is that a
very fire? Definitely thought it was way bigger than it was. When I got there, very small, you know, pause that whole situation. So apologies. But when I got there, like, it was more intimate. It was definitely really, really fire, though. I liked it a whole lot.
Okay. I'm pretty sure they're going to call you again. Pretty sure they're going to call you again.
I hope so, man.
Oh, they are. Did you like the crowd, though? How's the crowd?
Crowd was great, man. They love bars. They love humor. Like, you know, there was times during the night I'm listening to Mike P getting his humor bag, and I'm listening to other people, and I'm like, oh, this is a crowd that's not just like, oh, I need grit or I need, you know, this, that, and third. And I'm like, oh, good, because I got, you know, some passwords, you know, 3011. I got some, I'm going to call the police. I got some humor. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm really hoping they're going to be receptive to it.
I thought, before I let you go, I thought Rum Nitty and Killer B was a good battle also. That was a very dope battle. I ain't going to lie to you.
Yeah, Killer B's third round was crazy. I had Rum Nitty in the first two. Yeah, Rum Nitty got the first two to me, but then Killer had a crazy third.
Can I say this? I thought Killer B third round was the best round of the battle.
I'm not mad at that.
I got Rum Nitty winning, but I thought the best round was for Killer B in the third.
Yeah.
So, brother, before I let you go, man, you got Av and J2 next, huh?
Yep. I just told Uncle Ra I got Av straight like that and J2 not straight like that. So this is the second time I've used that in the interview. Next time I do an interview, I'm gonna say the same thing. But yeah.
Yo, how entertaining is you and J2 gonna be, you think?
Who knows, man? We'll see. We'll see.
I think that's gonna be a very entertaining battle, dog.
Hey, shout out to J2. I think J2 is very, 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 very good.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And so I'm excited. I'm excited for that battle. I know I gave him a little hard time, like when I reposted the thing on Twitter. Like I thought they said JC. You know, it was humor. You know, being petty. But J2 is a very formidable opponent, a very talented dude.
All right, my brother, keep pushing, man. You don't seem too amazing, man. You know, you're having a hell of a year, man.
Thank you, man.
Of a year, you haven't lost a battle all year, brother.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
You haven't lost a battle. Shit, people think you haven't lost rounds all year. God damn it, shit.
Talk about it.
Much less battles and shit.
Talk about it.
But I gotta say this, you and Hollow, very, very dope battle. High replay value battle, man. Very
dope. I'm glad, man. I'm glad.
Enjoy your night, brother. I don't know how you do
Thank you, man.
I don't know how you do what you do, man. But salute to you, brother.
Appreciate you, 3.
My God, man. Shout out to my guy A.Ward. I know the vibes already, you heard?